It is Tuesday, May 26th, and I am in the Soul Cafe, is this area that we call it, with all these seats and all these chairs and tables. And this is a great space where we have a lot of meetings, a lot of folks that meet here on a regular basis throughout the week for different small groups. We have opportunities as well for our kids. This is our Thrasher Kids hallway as well, and I want to walk through that just so you can see some of that space. It is definitely a really neat space and a nice space for our kids. We have a nursery that's right down the hall here, and then the place where our elementary kids meet as well during Sundays, and an opportunity to meet during other occasions as well. So that you can see the hallway. That hallway will lead into a game room a little bit down the way. And then also, if you go down the steps, you will get into our area that we call our coffee house and the chapel. So I'm going to step into our nursery so you can see this space a little bit. All around the room. And I'm going to head down the hallway to the area that we call our orange room, and you'll find out why we call that really easily. You'll see why we call that. This is a space where our elementary kids meet on Sunday mornings. It's a great space for sure. And so as we are gathering, the reason I'm gathering here, we hadn't done this area before yet in these video series, but we are going to be gathering here tonight for a small group chat. If you are able to still come, it happens tonight at 6:30 right here in this Soul Cafe area. In order to enter this area, you just come in through this Thrasher staff office door, and you're gladly come and see this spot. We'll make sure you get to the right place. So if that takes place at 6:30 this evening, as we are chatting about the possibilities of going from 3 services to 1 on Sunday morning. So we're just asking people to come and share their thoughts and feelings regarding some of those details as we're preparing for this church-wide meeting on May 31st, this coming Sunday. That being said, there's a really neat devotion I want to read to you. It comes from the Celtic Daily Prayer Book. And I've shared some thoughts on this before, but there's one really neat one that I wanted to share with you that we had done on May 5. And so let me share some of these words with you. It starts with a quote from a person named William Temple. And William Temple was an Episcopal priest. And he says this: Christianity is the only cooperative society that exists for the benefit of non-members. Let me state that again. Christianity is the only cooperative society that exists for the benefit of non-members. So it's an incredible statement that he makes, as we recognize quite often we think about church being for me and my edification and my desires. And yet what he's really trying to help us understand is that church exists for people outside the church. And that is an incredible statement to make. It continues on with a quote from Lee Strobel that I want to share with you. It's a neat perspective that I thought I want to share with you tonight as well. It says this: tour bus Christians drive comfortably through life as they gaze out the window at others who are elbow deep in the daily adventure of serving God and working among spiritually needy people. Tour bus Christians are insulated from the real world activity and excitement of God's work. They may avoid some of the pain that's involved, and they may protect themselves from the difficulties and struggles, but there's no real adventure on a tour bus. They miss out on the excitement of living at the edge of expectation. They don't experience the tremendous countercultural truth that the more a Christian pours himself out in serving others in God's name, the more God will fill him to overflowing. The adventure comes when you tell the tour bus to stop and you jump off and say, Lord, I want to get into the fray. I want to play a role in the biggest adventure story of all time. Use me to make a difference. Use me to impact a young person for you. Use me to solve someone's problem. Use me to soothe someone's pain. Use me to answer someone's prayer. Use me to feed someone who's hungry. Use me to rescue a child. Use me to bring someone to you. Use me to ease someone's loneliness. Use me to raise a godly family. Use me to deepen someone's faith. Use me to cheer someone on. Use me to help a broken person understand that he's precious in your sight. Use me to touch lives in your name. I don't want to just observe cathedrals through my bus window. I want to roll up my sleeves and build one. Lord, use me to build a living cathedral dedicated to your glory. Definitely some wonderful quotes there from William Temple and from Lee Strobel. Again, this is in the Celtic Daily Prayer Book from the Aiden readings for May 5. So it's just a wonderful gift, and my hope is that you will kind of process those things a little bit, recognizing as Lee Strobel's quote was used, as William Temple's quote was used, what that looks like as we are wanting to and desiring for Thrasher to be a place of rest. As we look at that place of rest and recognizing the significance of what it means to, again, to rejoicing, engaging, surrendering, testifying. One of the beautiful stories that took place on Sunday for those that weren't able to be there or weren't able to worship with us from home was the beautiful gift of surrendering. We had a time of surrendering during worship that was beautiful. In all three worship services, we had an opportunity for people, inviting people to come to the rails and kneel if they were able. And if we had to come to them, we were able to do that as well and be anointed with oil and just recognize the healing properties of oil, both physically as well as spiritually, asking and wanting those people that were desiring to surrender the heaviness, to surrender the difficulties that they are going through, recognizing that God is taking care of them. God will continue to do that. And the more we surrender ourselves, the more we can be filled with God's presence. So it's a wonderful opportunity for us to do that this past Sunday. And we'll be given that opportunity again coming up this Sunday on the 31st. Reminder again that we'll be worshiping just one 10 o'clock service this Sunday at 10 o'clock, and then having a church-wide meeting as we talk about, again, the possibility of going from 3 services to 1 as we look about what our leadership team had decided to do. And then we are having a potluck after that. So please join us for those occasions. Make sure to put that in your calendar if you have not done so already. We're excited about what God is doing, and we know that God is showing up in incredible ways. And again, Sunday morning was just one more beautiful recognition of the power of the Holy Spirit being with us, recognizing those that were desiring to surrender and were surrendering their lives more fully to Jesus. What a blessing it was to be there. If you're able to be with us tonight, I look forward to it. Definitely a joy to be here together tonight and this time of live stream at least. Look forward to sharing some more time with you later. Blessings.